Hey guys, welcome to my channel, AquaStarGoddess. If you're new here, definitely subscribe. Hit the bell so you can get notifications when I upload new videos and smash the like button. Okay. Okay. It's here. The time is here. So, a level of anonymity, not quite anonymity, but just sneak attack. You know what I'm saying? And I want to just let the process do what it do. But for the purpose of the spirit realm, I am making this video literally to just put it out into the universe. And I'm expecting a big check from it. A very big check. That's what's got to happen. That's what I'm calling. I'm calling the money. I'm calling the check in. Because something recently just happened to me. And I ain't letting this shit go. This is war, bitch. It's fucking war. Okay? But it's a war of strategy, you know? It's a war of intelligence. And so I'm gonna keep it like that. In the meantime, what the fuck is up, bitch? I'm about to go and eat some blueberries and shit, you know? I'm about to go and eat some blueberries in this hoe. There's a cat over here that looks very similar to the cats from my old neighborhood. And I just find it very interesting. Like spitting image almost of another cat. Okay, so, you know, just find that interesting. All right, let's go. I got my blueberries. Oh wait, I need my alcohol because I'm not working today. I was forced to take a break today. And don't tell my mom, y'all, because she told me not to drink today, but she told me, she was like, don't have no alcohol. And if I'll be honest with you guys, actually, I haven't been drinking a lot. Gino's come over a couple times, right? And you know, Gino, he come over, he brings some alcohol, right? And literally I'm drinking like 2 sips of these things and just going to sleep. It's just not appealing to me like that, right? But tonight, I'm gonna just have a little something. Hi. How you guys doing? I'm doing okay. How about y'all? Oh, I can see the comments today. Some days I can't. Like, I'll be like talking to myself basically. Which I guess is kind of cool because, you know, that like the original concept of live videos, that's what it was. You were talking to yourself, you know, in hopes that somebody might respond down in the comments later on. But, you know, we've evolved a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So since we've evolved, you know, Mom was like, don't you go drinking it. I'm not, man, she don't know. I was already drinking by the time she said that. Okay? Because it has been a day, child. I mean, not really a day, more so like last night into this morning was a day all by itself. And I'm just like, girl. So I just woke up because I had gotten no sleep last night. So when I came home, I was like, I'm going to sleep. And I went immediately to sleep. And then my son woke me up trying to get picked up from wherever the hell he was at. And so here we are, awake. I meant to get some tarot cards, actually. Let's go get some tarot cards so I can pull if you guys are interested anyway. But honestly, it doesn't matter. We can just talk. And even though my hair looks crazy, like, mind your business. Okay, you know the drill, bitch. Okay? Mind your business. Don't be over there like, what's she going through? I ain't going through shit right now. You know? Right now, I'm good, but I ain't about to fix this head either. It's about to just be looking like this, so welcome. Okay? Ooh, we need our spiritual books too. Yes, we do. Because we are indeed in a declaration of war right now. And, you know, it's the quiet before. It ain't even gonna be like that. I'm telling you, this is how it's gonna go. I've silently declared war because I was, for lack of the best terms, violated, okay? And so now I have declared this war, and I'm gonna tell you how this gonna go. The strategy is gonna work in such a way that I am going to simply speak. And by simply speaking, justice will be served shortly later, like shortly after that, because, well, I don't know if that's justice. That's not really the justice. That's a check gonna get wrote though, okay? So what I'm telling you, the check gonna get wrote for sure. There's gonna be a big check with my name on it, dropped in my bank account. So I guess I need to work out the part of the strategy where justice is actually served and it's not just a check getting wrote, you know? So I guess I do need to do that part right there. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm about to be making sure we get what we need together for court proceedings, you know what I'm saying? Make sure we get shit working in our favor. Okay, so yeah, so what y'all doing? Let me look at the comments. What y'all doing? Hold on. Let me get comfortable. Let me get comfortable. No, they're not my natural eyes. It's a fashion statement, obviously. You know? Somebody on my TikTok was like, you shouldn't listen to people who talking about indigenous who have contacts in there. I'm like, man, shut up. My choice of fashion does not change the facts. Excuse me. Doesn't change the facts, fool. This is a fashion statement here. Get into it. You know what I'm saying? I hate when people try to be self-righteous about the wrong shit. It's like, shut up. Thing about me, you can't never say I hate me. Like, ever. Nigga. It's just not possible. Because it's just not true. It's just not factual. It's not actual or factual. It's felonious, fake fraud. It's fake news. It's fraudulent. This blueberry's good as shit. I'm so sorry. Okay. Oh, I'm not going to be able to tell you what happened because I need it to be like, yeah. I'm not going to tell you what happened because when I release it, it's going to be news. So it probably going to be coming out though within the next week though. So within the next week, I'm probably going to drop that debriefing. on what went down, you know. So it'll be news soon. These blueberries good though. Mm. I need to put them on my skin. I need a word. Hold on. I was about to call you new nephew. Okay, new. Hold on one second. Let me read your comment. Okay, what's going on? What's going on over there, new? I was about to call you new nephew. What's up, nephew? So, okay, you need a word to the universe to get karma. Okay, so like, what's going on? Like, they meddling. They over there telling them some stupid advice that's fucking up y'all relationship because they going with it. The bullshit ass relationship advice. You know, that toxic shit. I gotta admit, y'all. I'm gonna say this, and I know y'all gonna disagree with me or be upset, but Cheryl 7 be on some toxic shit. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. What works for you, right? Sometimes I be on here and I be, you know, on some shit too. You know, because sometimes we go through shit in life where we just be in that mode. We be in that vibe for a second, right? But I was listening to some shit she said the other day. She funny as hell, though. That's the thing. Thing about it is she funny, though. You know what I mean? And if you are trying to have, if your focus is wealth, the information is valid. It's valid. Right? It's true. But it doesn't leave very much room for love, compassion, or those types of things, right? Now I gotta admit, my mama be like, look, girl. My mama really be on that shit. I'm like, my mama was Cheryl 7 before Cheryl 7 came out, right? Like, it's so funny because you would think that that I never got the breakdown, but I did. I just don't live by that. I don't like to live by that. I won't say 100%. A percentage of it I might agree with. You know what I'm saying? But I think I just believe in genuine connections. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me though. Like, and I'm not telling nobody to be how I am. Cause listen, I also happen to be somebody who feelings be missing half the time too. So you know, you know what I mean? Like when I love, I really do love. You know, but I often, not often, but I also don't. I don't get heavily emotionally invested in a lot of things that many people do, right? Like some people might be emotional about certain things and I'm just not emotional about it all. So, you know, you got to take that with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? Any advice I give, you got to take with a grain of salt because you might be a fucking Pisces or a fucking Scorpio or some shit, goddamn Cancer. And I'm giving you Aquarius advice. Bitch, I think with I love with my mind, okay? Like, I think my way through love, okay? Like, which I'm actually trying to learn myself out of because, like I said, I feel like there's a certain degree of that I need to learn, you know, how to do the other thing. There's a portion of that I need to learn how to just be totally in my feelings from sometimes. Not all the times. And definitely with today's niggas, girl, bye. My mama was right the whole time, baby. Honey, she was right the whole damn time based on these new niggas. These new niggas is out of pocket. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you niggas? Okay. Who raised y'all? Like, who birthed you niggas? But moving forward. All right, let me look at your comment. They ruined our relationship, sending bad energy to our relationship. He tell people our business instead of talking to me about our problems. Girls, I a mess. Oh my God, I definitely know. Like, oh my God, like, why are you doing that? Like, why are you not coming to me, talking to me, and let us work through our shit together? It's supposed to be me and you. It's supposed to be togetherness right here with me and you. It's not supposed to be, and okay, so there's a level of it's not supposed to be me, you, and them, right? A level of that is 100%. But also we have to remember, so we have to have this is a thing about relationships, is there, we have to find that happy medium, right? That happy balance where we do understand that family may play a role in your connection, in your relationship with the person that you're with, right? They do, because obviously, who do you go to when you want to talk about things, when you need advice, when you need counsel, when you need help in some kind of way? You go to the people that you think that may have that information. And usually those are people that are close to us, like our family members. So to some degree, yes, obviously family is going to have some impact, but it shouldn't be the whole damn thing, my nigga. Like, you shouldn't be going to them before you come to me with your problems. Like, you got to get that together. Oh my gosh. So I understand. All right, let's pull a card or two for you, okay? No, I've been wearing these contacts for probably like 2 weeks now, because my other contacts, which were like a really dark purple, I lost one of them. And so when I lost it, I was like, well, shit. Plus they were getting foggy and I couldn't see. So it was at night and I was just like, I had to rub my eyes all the time. So it was like, I got to get rid of this. So I had to change them out. And these were the next ones that I have. So that I ordered like a whole bunch of different color contacts. I got pink, I got purple, I got like this like bluish green, I got gray, I got these blue ones, and then I got another one that's like a teal color, right? And it's just because I wanted to try like different color contacts and see what I like on me. And so, but for the majority of the time, and I got some brown ones too, but for the majority of the time, I didn't really use them. I used the gray ones for a good while. And then I used the the brown ones for a little bit. And then I was using the dark purple ones recently. That's what I was using. But like I said, I lost one of them. So I had to switch to these, recently. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So let's find out. I gotta kind of put y'all down right there because I don't have my normal phone holder right now. Unfortunately, it is not with me. The sun card is here. You guys make each other happy, don't you? Oh, look at this. But I think somebody here is a little bit skeptical. Like, somebody's a little skeptical in the connection, right? Because look, the reason why I say that, and I don't mean like, okay, look at this little kid and look at his face. Look at his expression, right? Look at how he is looking. If you can see that. Can you see it? Is it too blurry? You can't really tell. Well, let me just say, he's got a little bit of a smirk on his face, like kind of a little bit of smile, right? But also, his eyes are kind of looking up and just a little tiny bit of skepticism behind his eyes, right? Even though he has a smile plastered on his face, I don't fully feel that that smile is 100% because it has some apprehension or skepticism behind it, right? At the end of the day, hey Jeff, how's it going? At the end of the day, this is still the sun card though, right? And the sun card does represent happiness, youthfulness. I feel to some degree, maybe you guys do have that kind of vibe, or like you guys make each other feel young or youthful or whatever. Like, like y'all feel giddy and shit. Like y'all be over there like, I got butterflies. Okay, I don't know if that's a real song. It's not a song. Not the way I just sang it. It wasn't no song. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't just be like, that's my boo thing. What you talking about? Like, that's my boo. Right? I feel like that's how y'all be. But at the same time, what is this family thing? The high priestess. So, okay, so there may be, your person might feel that there's somebody in the family or somebody close that has like this high priestess vibe or energy, right? So they trust them, right? But there comes a point of time where even the high priestess has to give other people the ability to learn for themselves, right? Like even me, like listen, I've been pretty much psychic my whole relationship in my whole life, basically my whole life, right? And or I would have like premonitions, dreams, different things like that, right? So but sometimes I wouldn't call it a blockage, but I would just say like sometimes I just don't pick up energy or pick up information. But I feel that it's more so because the people around me need to be better about using their own fucking intuition. Does that make sense? Like, okay. What I'm trying to say is this. Sometimes like for instance, on this channel, I've been coming here doing my tarot, talking about spiritual things, stuff like that. But recently, I have not been present. So that could be kind of evidence that sometimes y'all need to live your own lives and learn to follow your own fucking intuition. And you can't just come to my channel and be like, Aqua, I need you to do this for me, right? Like I need you to intuit for me, right? Not to say that, not to make you feel no kind of way, right? But just to say that sometimes it's necessary for each individual person to go on their own journey, right? And if you always have somebody as such as the high priestess that is kind of there, and there's nothing wrong with guidance. Like once again, I want to be clear with you guys. Usually there's never a time where when I say anything, it's in a vacuum. Everything that I say is there's a left and a right, there's a pro and a con, there's a yes to it and a no to it. There's always duality to everything that we talk about because there's always a duality in life, right? So anyway, I feel like there's a high priestess present, but I do also feel that there is someone who is supposed to learn how to navigate their own high priestess energy. And by using someone else's high priestess energy, you're shortchanging yourself and your own growth of your own abilities. And that is what's necessary here, right? Anyway, there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of love with the Ace of Cups here. I do feel like you guys have cups overflowing with love and tenderness for one another. And even for the family too. Like the family, I think is they're full of love, or they just love this person or love you or whatever, right? They just love this person. Like, oh, we just love you and we want you to be happy. But it's necessary for that person, aka your boyfriend or ex-boyfriend, to understand that they have to create that within themselves, that trust within themselves, that trust within their own decisions, that trust within their own pathway to allow themselves to grow. You know what I'm saying? And a part of that is learning how to connect with your significant other and learning how to communicate properly with your significant other and learning how to put your significant other's needs, wants, and things like that as a priority on your list of things to do, right? And I'm not saying that it's a priority over you. It's just a priority on your list of things to do, right? So, yeah. I see a lot of love here. I do. And I do see the 8 of communication here. And also the Lover's card is here as well. The Page of Swords is really letting me know that you guys you're really going to have to stand your ground when you communicate this to your person. If you decide that you do want to communicate to your person, you're going to have to stand your ground and really like say it. Because I don't think it's a thing where you're not like communicating to some degree, but I feel like you're going to have to say it. Not back up, not back down, not I'm doing good. Not trying to give it sugar, not trying to beat around the bush. Ain't no beating around the bush. Get straight to the point and say what needs to be said. So that's it. Now, what else? What are we trying to find out here? I don't even know, honestly. Let me see. Meddling, nosy friends, and baby mama. Yeah, they just all up in it, ain't they? And I bet you they be getting tarot readings on the shit. They be over there giving them all little negative shit like, she don't really like you. I'm telling you, oh, sneaky bitch. Oh, there in the back talking shit. Shut up, ho. Like, get out my fucking business, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is some people that have a level of immaturity to them will allow the people outside of you and the relationship, the person that they really want. They may sometimes allow outside people to influence their decisions as it relates to the relationship. Don't fucking do that. Like, what are you doing? Why are you being dumb? Stop that. Like, don't do that. Like, don't ruin my love. You know what I'm saying? Because once my love is ruined, it's ruined, bitch. Okay, motherfuckers be trying to come back 10 years later. Bitch, what? You know what I mean? Like, don't ruin my love. Because when my love is there, it's pure, it is genuine, it's true. Don't fuck my love up, baby. Like, cherish that shit, you know? All right. Oh, they instigators. Oh, that's even worse. That's even worse. Like, see, see, I knew she was on some bullshit. Oh, nigga. You an enemy in the background, bitch. You a snake in the grass. Anyway, listen, babe. I really think that communication is the main focus here. Communication. And let's go ahead and let's just say it. Spirit guides and spirit team. What do we want to say? How do we want to enact? How do we want to speak this existence here for you? And then really this is something you need to speak for yourself, right? Like you need to speak, I speak clear, concise, open, loving, healed communication with my love. That might work. Also, I speak that my love will trust in the foundation that we're building together. Oh, isn't that cute? Oh, my love will trust in the foundation we're building together. Okay, like trust it, dummy. You're wasting my love. Don't do that. Okay. All right, I'm moving forward. Come up with something like that. You know what I mean? Like, what else is there? So like my lover gives me, ooh, this is a good one. My lover gives me a fair chance at building trust and building a strong bond within our connection. Clock it, okay? Clock it. Clock it, honey. That was a good one. Because, that trust is a big thing, especially in relationships. Bro. And I'm not going to lie to you, bro. Like, until you have shown me that you are worthy of my trust is limited. And a lot of people don't know that because I'm so like I'm so welcoming and loving and just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, you wouldn't know. Bitch, I don't trust you. Don't trust you. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, far as I can throw you. So do with that what you will. Okay. Right? Far as I can throw you, ho. Until you prove it. You have to prove. You know what I mean? So, just take this with a grain of salt. I really feel like the message for you really is just coming up with that perfect affirmation for your connection. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the last one was beautiful, although I don't remember it. I don't presently remember it. If you remember it, call it. Shout it out. But like, that was a good one, right? Okay, what else can we say? I I draw in and I bring in a divine bond between me and my lover that cannot be broken by outside individuals. I'm telling you, that was a good one. What? It was. I'm saying, it's so funny that you're saying this though, because real life, I need to use these. I need to use it. I'm coming up with affirmations for you, right? But I haven't created my own affirmations. I listen, I'm preaching to you right now, but I ain't practiced this as it relates to certain things, communication. I have done it with with things with my mom, affirmations with like my mom, like I've done those affirmations, and also things with like my children's safety. Yeah, that's a big one. I do a lot of work with that cuz being a mom, honestly, listen, I didn't know. Okay, my mom used to be like I used to think my mom was crazy. Like, "Mom, I'm fine." Like, man, let me tell you, these kids get to growing up and going out and shit like that, and you're like, "Oh my God, are they safe?" Like, especially being a black mom, it's like, it's a whole new thing. But that's when I have to like really just trust, the universe and just allow, and then recognize that my children, they are divinely protected and guided. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things. So listen, yeah, write those affirmations down. Use those affirmations. Honestly, they were really good. I'm gonna have to go back and write those down myself, honestly, because I think they would be very, very good. That last one was good. That last one was good too. That was like level with the one before that and that one. Those two was like top tier. Yeah, those were really good. So, especially for this type of situation where you have people who want to, and sometimes it's it's a couple things. So sometimes people, they're like, oh, they want to see you happy, and when they hear your side of the story and you're telling it negatively, they get mad. So we got to remember that, right? Like we have to remember that sometimes when we tell our family what's going on in our relationships from our perspective while we're angry, they get mad, okay? Because they're like, "Oh no, like you're not treating my baby like this," right? Like, and that's just life. That's not a bad thing, because actually that's how your family should be. Your family should be like, "Oh, I'd be damn you over there treating my baby like this," That's how it should be, right? But so that's why we have to be mindful, okay, when we are in relationships and we might be having a little bit of a rough patch, we have to be extremely mindful of that protective nature that our families have, because sometimes it's not gonna last long. Like sometimes that's the problem of today, and then tomorrow we good. You know what I'm saying? Like you know how it be. Like me and my man be fighting for 2 fucking weeks, bitch. Okay, and then on the third week we good, we fine, and the family's still mad. They don't realize that y'all done figured it out, y'all done worked it out, and they trying to figure the shit out. What that nigga on today, and really y'all figured it out. Like really y'all worked it out. Y'all cool. Y'all not fighting no more. Y'all love each other again. Y'all all in love and shit. There's this song I want to share with y'all, and it's so unfortunate because I don't have my iPad and my laptop died on me. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Ooh. Cause listen, that laptop was my OG, okay? This bitch been hanging around with me for at least good 7 years. So honestly, she deserves a good resting, you know what I mean? But there's this song that I want to share with you guys, and since I cannot play it right now, because I just know that I won't be able to play the music and do this right here, because literally the only device that I have right now is this phone. Girl, where's my iPad? My iPad is in my purse, which is in my car, which is at the impound right now, okay? I got impounded, okay? Because what happened? I got arrested, guys. Now, I'm not going to tell you anything else. I'm just going to leave it there, but I got arrested, okay? And so I'm going to leave it there. And so that's what happened. So when I go pick this motherfucking car up, my shit better be there or it's going down, okay? Because my iPad is my shit, you know what I mean? That's why I be watching my little, do you guys watch like Chinese stuff? I watch Ever since I was young, I watched these like Chinese shows. So I've been watching this one called The Alchemy of Souls. I'm actually watching it for the second time. Okay, I don't know why, but I love Chinese stuff, especially when it comes to with like sword fighting and shit. I'm like, yeah, bitch, get it. Oh, I love how they be like walking up the wall and shit. I'm like, I want to do that. I love that shit. I don't know. It just is. But anyway, yeah, those affirmations will work for you, my love. The song that I want to share with you guys, I'll just tell you what it's called. It's called A Whole Lot of Sex by Teacher Moses, and I don't know who the guy is because I've never heard of him. But yeah, a whole lot of sex, right? And I will tell you this, like, and this is coming from somebody who has 20 years of marriage experience, right? This song right here hits the spot for when you and your person have been going at it. And I'm talking at each other's throat, like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga come home and you just looking like, right? They come home and you just like, this nigga. He probably like, I gotta come home, bitch. What? Where else am I go? I gotta come home, god damn it. No, you got arrested too? Oh no, what's going on, guys? I got arrested for the dumbest shit ever, but it's fine because I don't care. Hey, look. Hey, listen, listen, you will understand something about me. I'm stubborn as hell. Okay? When it comes to what I feel, bitch, arrest me, ho. Like, do what you gotta do. Hey, listen, I ain't gonna stop you from doing your job. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna stop you from doing your job. Do your job, motherfucker. You know, we gonna take it out in court. We'll figure it out. You know, and that might be a bad thing, but I think it's a good thing when it comes to like being a leader, when it comes to like being revolutionary. That's a good thing actually, but it can be problematic because you know they want to charge you and shit. But like I said, I'm about to get a check out of this, so I ain't tripping. Anyway, at the end of the day, let me stop rambling because I feel like I'm going on and on and on. Anyway, go listen to that song, A Whole Lot of Sex. And what I was gonna say was this: when me and Gino used to like fight, like we used to be all the time. We would go through periods where we would just be like, we would be humping like rabbits, honey, like rabbits. And that's probably why I stay pregnant all the time. You know what I'm saying? But we would have moments where we would be upset with each other or going through a little conflict. And then that period where you just like rabbits, we would, you know, that's how we were able to like regenerate our relationship, you know, so much. So, you know, I talk about sexuality here a lot on this channel because it's so important, especially as it relates to relationships, you know. And I know that a lot of people like sex can't keep no relationship, this and that and the third. And yeah, I get it. That's not the only thing that keeps a relationship, but it damn sure helps. And when you stop fucking, understand that, you know, that could be a very strong severing of a connection in a relationship when y'all stop fucking. Because when you stop having sex, when you stop connecting with your person, you gotta understand when y'all are having sex, when y'all are connecting with each other sexually, you are bonding with one another, right? And now, obviously, this won't work if your person's having sex with like multiple people. If your person is like out here humping everybody, it's not gonna be like that, right? Like you guys need to be having this bond with each other, where you cherish that bond and you solidify that bond and you keep that bond strong through your connecting with one another. But not only just that connecting sexually, but also the connecting mentally and emotionally. It's so important to just. It's so important to just. I would say have compassion for the person that you're with or love, right? Because when you have compassion for them, and this goes both ways, the important thing about this is that they are supposed to have this for you too. So like all these new podcast niggas be on this bullshit about, oh, you're a simp. If that nigga, fuck you. If my nigga is not loving me, then what the fuck do I got you for? What the fuck you mean? That's the thing is this don't make no fucking sense. Like, it's like they want this one-sided relationship. Who the fuck wants that? Please tell me. Like, dial it up, nigga. Type the shit up and send me a letter. Send me a notice and a notification about who the fuck actually wants to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? You ever been with a man who didn't like care about you at all? The shit's unbearable. It's like, fuck out of here, nigga. I'm not dealing with that. All right, my bad. Let me get back to the message here. So let's see here. So exactly, I see sex as a bonding session too. It really is. So just keep that in mind. And we have been arguing more than been affectionate. Yeah. So just, I mean, just keep that in mind. You know, a couple things that I've shared here should be able to help you guys, you know, with your relationship or your connection. What else is there? The next thing is, you know, just it's important to, for those things that I'm talking about for a relationship that is still functioning, but it's also important to remember that sometimes if a relationship is done, it's done. So I'm not saying that's the case for you. I just don't know. So I got to give you the both sides. I got to give you both sides of the coin. If a relationship is over, it's over. Okay. But that's something that you determine. You and your person determine that. You and your person can listen. Y'all could be mad. Y'all could be going through the worst shit possible. Everybody in your life be like, I would never go through that shit, or that's something I would never do. And you be like, yeah, yeah. And then you can still go through it and still get through it. And I will tell you something. A lot of people think that like dealing with certain things is like the worst thing for a relationship, and sometimes it can be. It can definitely be. But if you are able to work through those things, it will make you closer than anything. It will make your relationship stronger than anything. And so that's something to know. When you work through your issues with your partner, that's what makes your relationship stronger. It's not that everything is perfect. It's not perfection, right? Like, understand, I was married for 20 years. Like, I just literally moved 2 months ago. Okay, 3 months ago, 4 months ago. Okay, my timing is fucked up. It's probably been 4 months. I think August I left, or June. Oh my God, I left in June. July, August, September, October, November. It's been 5 months. Oh my God. Okay, so I left in June. And since June, you know, I've been on my own in my own place and stuff like that. But before that, we were together for 20 years. And we were very close, you know. I think that because during our relationship we experienced various different things. This is where a lot of this, listen, I was in a 20-year relationship, so people talking this shit, talking about, oh, in a 5-year relationship, yo, 5-year bullshit ain't shit, yo, newbies, you know what I mean? Even 10 people people being in a 10-year relationship, I'm like, y'all know shit, you don't know shit, right? Like, you still don't know shit, right? But the reason why I'm sharing this though is because I want you guys to understand that there are different stages of your relationship and of your connection. Okay. As you begin to grow and build with your person, you're going to go through challenges. You think me and Gino was close as shit. You think me and him ain't been through shit? Knock down, drag out. Okay. Not all the time, and not all the, majorly. Sometimes, things would come up, and we would need to really work through those challenges. But what I learned and what I discovered was that every time we worked through a challenge, we became closer. So that's something for you guys to know. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm done. Okay, who's next? Let's go. Who's next? Who needs a question? Question. It's Saturday, 12:46. It sure is. All right, Spirit. Clear, concise messages. Licky, what's going on? How you been? What's your question? The Six of Swords comes out, as well as the Nine of Cups. Successfully walking away. I'm hearing successful journey. Successful journey. With passion ignited, and also moving ahead with fire, passion, with a quickness. Life is lifing. You're welcome. My pleasure. Any advice from Spirit? Okay, let's see. Advice from Spirit for Licky. The King of Swords says, use your intelligent strategy, I feel. Be firm also, but also, let me see here. I'm hearing something about, your passionate speaking. So, you know, people who get on stage and they talk to other people about anything, you know, those TED Talks they have, whatever. Usually those are people who, in one way or another, they inspire a community of other people, okay? And usually you will find that those people often speak with some level of passion, okay? But they are also, in one way or another, particularly strategic. I feel like that's what's going to lead to your success here. Also, when I'm looking at the Justice card, which brings about karma, balancing out the scales. I feel like you have a lot of opportunities coming up for you, or that you have a lot of opportunities to balance the scales here. So if there's a situation that you felt was a closed door, I need you to know that it's not a closed door, because you will have multiple opportunities to correct it, to balance it out, to balance the scales. That's what I'm saying. To have a transformation, to change it, to transform a situation. Okay, death and rebirth. It's important to know that although we look at, oftentimes we are death is depicted as a terribly negative thing, right? In the tarot, the death card represents a rebirth as well, because when some one door closes, another one opens, right? This is about transforming, though. You know the process of the caterpillar, right? The caterpillar becomes a cocoon and then it turns into a butterfly or a moth, right? This is about transformation, right? It allows you to expand from where your current existence to something larger and to something better. And that's what I see for you. You have opportunities to set the scales and to balance the scales with something or someone, or something or someone. I feel like it's with a person, though. I don't know, though, but you know, it could be the dark, sorry, not the dark anything. The Hermit card is here. There's some wisdom coming through this transformation that you have here. And we have the Star card here. Ooh, look at that. Isn't the Star card so beautiful? This reminds me, one time I went to a specific beach, and this beach is like, it's a very interesting place because it's like, there are like roadways and highways that you can see from it, right? And when I went to this place and I stepped in the water glowed. I've never seen that before, right? It was like luminescent glowing. It was like so fun. It was like, oh my God, like I'm glowing. I'm definitely a goddess because the water glows when I put my feet in it, right? Like seriously, it was like that, right? Like it really was. And this depiction right here reminds me of that space or that place. It reminds me of that place because it's such a beautiful thing. So that time that I went, one time I went and I literally took all my clothes off. I took all my clothes off and I just was on the beach dancing naked on the beach. It was late at night. Nobody was there. It was just me, right? Dancing on the beach naked. And when I stepped into the water glowed. So it reminds me of that. I feel as though this is like a creative thing here. Spirit is the star card, this is the star card can represent Aquarius energy, but Aquarius energy really talks about innovating. I feel also unpredictable wants to come out as well, but not so much unpredictable, but anyway, I feel like spirit is guiding you potentially to this energy. Okay. This is about creativity, healing. It could even also be about freedom. The water bear don't give a fuck. She's naked. Like she's out here just putting water in water and shit. Like why the fuck you doing that? It's alchemy. The water that she's putting in the water is not the water that came from the water. Does that make sense? What that means is that this is different water, and when you put it in the other water, it changes the water to some degree. So it's still alchemy. Somebody's gonna alchemize. You're gonna alchemize this situation if you take the opportunities, because I feel like I feel like we have and Lucky, this is specifically for you, right? By the way, 7 of Cups is here. That is 7 different cups, 7 different times, 7 different days, 7 different months, 7 different regions, 7 different years
that you have had of opportunity to bring balance to something, or to make change to something, or to balance the scales on something or someone. You're given multiple opportunities. Understand that. Take them. Change, transform, alchemize, do the work. That's the advice. Wait, come back, come back, come back. Don't leave yet, because I just looked at these comments. That's how I feel trapped. Tell me what that was about, because I didn't see that until just now, and I've always wanted to experience that water. What water? All right, I'm just gonna say this right now. Sometimes I'm a little bit dingy. Okay. Love and career. Man, I really want to play these songs. Like, there's some songs that are playing in my head right now that I really want to hear. Where are my devices? It's like, I got so many, devices, and all of a sudden they're dwindled, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? How can I live like this with one device? Is it ripped away from you, or are you participating in self-sabotage also? And this is a genuine question, not assuming. I'm not intuiting nothing. I'm just genuinely asking you a question. So don't feel no kind of way about that question, by the way. I just want to get clarity here. I do look in the wrong places. Oh my God. Yeah. That's it. I'm sure you're not the only one with that story. So how do we get out of that? How do we get out of looking in the wrong places? Well, it's about how you feel. Follow how you feel. And the interesting part about this is that sometimes you can feel, it's crazy. Because I have a clear vision and visual in my mind, but I think I just have a difficulty speaking it out loud. This specific situation or thing. The specific thought, I just have a difficulty saying it out loud or putting the words to the vision. I'll say it like this. Guys who go looking for love in strip clubs, looking for love in all the wrong places. Hey, listen. One nigga in 10 years might find love in a strip club, but not many of you niggas is gonna find love in a strip club. Let's be honest. Okay? Those girls are paid actors. I don't know why that was funny, but it was funny. Those are paid actors, okay? All right, let's see. All right, so it's so funny because, like, I'm trying to find a way to, like, merge my mom's philosophy and my philosophy of, like, connection, love, and relationship. Because my mom was like, girl, my mom is like Shira 7. Like, Shira 7 got all her tips from my mother, I'm telling you. I'm sure my mother was a pimp, okay? Because she don't be like, but she don't play about none of that. Okay? So, look, she be like, listen, love is not, love has nothing to do with relationships, okay? And I'll be like, Mom, I need love. Like, I just can't do it. You know what I mean? I think I was put here on this earth to to be that, you know, to be that I need love type vibe. I think I was put here for that. Cause my mom my mom be hardcore like, girl. She be looking at me like I'm crazy, like love. Like, what is you talking about? I'm like, mom, like, you know. So it's so funny to like to see that, because I know she be rolling her eyes at me all the time, like talking about love. Here she go with this bullshit. Right? But I think I was put here for that. I think I'm sure I was put here for that. To show people how to love. But not on my back, bitch. I'm not about to be showing your ass how to love and you don't. No, I'm not dealing with abuse. Okay, bitch, we gotta understand the difference. Okay, ho. All right, this is a mutual situation, you know? So it's so interesting because I know how to. My mom taught me the rules of the Shira 7. You know what I'm saying? So that I applied that also with my own principles of love, and I ended up with a 20-year relationship, a 20-year marriage. Right now, obviously, shit's not there now. Okay, but Gino still loves me. He still wants us to be together and everything. But I think I might be at a place in my life where I feel that I need to take time for myself to understand who and what and where. And also I don't see some of the things that he's saying. You know what I mean? Like some of the things the ends ain't meeting, baby. Okay? So sometimes I think I need to right now I'm taking a time to recoup, regroup, you know, do some much needed just gathering of myself as in general, right? And I do feel recently Gino and I came to a space where we like had like a really good co-parenting day. I was like, oh shit, we over here co-parenting this shit. Look at this. This is great. And I think it was Halloween actually. It was Halloween because he was like, well, I'm going to take the, you know, because I knew I wanted to take the kids out, you know, for Halloween. And we don't have to take them out. They're literally teenagers. Like, we don't have to do none of that. But I've been needing to spend time with the kids. So I was like, okay, I know I wanted to do that for sure, right? So I went, took them, got their costumes and all this stuff with them, right? And I was just like, okay, on Halloween, we're going to go, you know, do this and that. Because I want to spend time with my babies. And I knew that they would want to do that. So I was like, that's a good opportunity. So Gino was like, you know, he was like, well, without knowing what I was already thinking, he had reached out to me and was like, oh, well, you know, I'm going to take the kids around this time and da-da-da. So he came up with his own plans. And then I was just like, okay, well, you know, I just kind of slid into that. But it was such a great, like, example of, like, co-parenting. And I think I appreciate that because, like, okay, listen. I've said this many times, like, regardless to where me and Gino are, Gino's family, and that's just it, and that's all, right? Like, and while I love and care about Gino, like, dearly, I am still at a place in my life where I just don't, like, I'm working on myself, and you know, I'm focused on certain things. And relationship right now is not presently one of those things presently. And also, I'll just say that right now, you know, we at where we at, and I'm gonna just keep it there, okay? But anyway, I felt like we had a really good co-parenting day, which was yesterday. Actually, that was yesterday. Like, literally, I'm talking about it like it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago or a month ago. It was yesterday, right? But this whole week we have been like planning out how that was gonna operate. Like, okay, they're gonna do this, da da da, woo woo. So I really appreciated like how that went down because I want to have a good co-parenting situation. Like, I really feel like there's no need for us to be going at it and being all upset and, you know, trying to do taking kids. What the fuck? Like, some of y'all, like, sometimes I feel like the drama and the problems be created because motherfuckers is just vindictive and shit. I just don't want to be like that. Like, I don't have the energy for that. Like, I'm not making the energy for that. I'm not making the time for any of that. The only energy and time I'm making for is for healthy situations and shit to go down in a proper way, proper fashion, you know? Anyway. I need emotions, right? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, And I think the thing about it though is just like, okay, so the depth of emotion that you can feel, and then it feels good. Like it don't feel good. Like of course it don't feel good when it's done and when motherfuckers is breaking your heart and shit. But you know, when it's good, it's real good. So I like to just make it last forever. As long as forever can be, you know. So I made it forever. I made it to 20 years so far. So pretty good. Anyway, I need emotions. I need love. And I think that, you know, I'm definitely here to help the universe understand that we can't just be all out here operating on bank statements and transactions. Like, that's cool and all. But let's be real. Once the monetary system goes, then what? What you gonna do then? You're going to have to know how to be compassionate, how to actually love, how to actually care for someone. And I believe in genuine love, genuine connections, and things like that. So maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm a dummy in a world full of vultures. Ah! That's fun too. I know. That's what I'm saying. Like that we did pretty good. Shit. You know what I mean? I'm not sitting here fussing and fighting. We did pretty damn good, you know? All right, so let's see here. So let me go back. So listen, I know I deserve better, but I invest time because I know everyone deserves change or good. So what do you mean by that? Like, what type of situations are you running into? Or is this about love and relationship, or is this about, you know, other things, like other karmic types of connections? Like, you know, work connections can be karmic, family connections can be karmic, life situations, anything can be karmic for real. It could be a fucking apartment complex you lived in, and it's a karmic because it's on the land that was karmic, you know, to you. So, you know, clarify me there. I've experienced love though, like, you know, like, so I can't deny its existence. It exists. It's true. It's a real thing, you know. Just because people don't believe in it anymore doesn't mean that I don't believe in it. I believe in it 100% full heartedly. I do, because it exists. It's in me. It exists. I am love. That means it exists. Of letting go at its time. So I'm just going through my karmic lessons of letting go when it's time. Everything. Okay. Okay, break down one specific scenario that's very important to you right now. And let's talk about that one thing. Let's do one thing at a time and, you know, go from there. You know, I was watching this girl who does like, she does these things where she's like, she breaks down moles, right? And yo, there's a mole right under my eye. And I didn't know, like, I thought it was like it wasn't always there. And I don't know where it came from. It just formed. I'm so serious. Like literally, that's why I think moles are not like, I think they form. Like you literally can form them too. This one and this one formed, you know, on my face, and they weren't there always. So, but I've always been psychic, but they were always there. So anyway, this girl breaks down how if you have like next to the eye or under the eye, these are like, these represent like a psychic, medium, like medium, psychic, this and that, like wherever it places on your face, it represents a different spiritual gift. Okay, so I'm sorry, it's too much to type. Let me see. No, not the green thing. I was gonna invite you in here, like, well, come on camera then, goddammit. Said y'all be on that bullshit talking about I can't do. Listen, we gotta talk about this stuff. We gotta get through this stuff, you know? We do. We gotta get through this stuff. One of the reasons why I mentioned though earlier today that Share 7 gives a little bit of toxic advice is because of this. Because we have to have balance. We have to have the knowing that there is real love in the world, that people do love each other. There are relationships that are full of love, and they can be prosperous, and they can be happy and healthy. And the idea that that doesn't exist has been going out so much so that people don't believe anymore. And that's a problem. So I guess here I am. Here I am. Talking to you all about love again. Oh no. Why? Honestly, lately though, I haven't been focused on any of that. I've been excuse me. I've been focused on my research and researching the various different things that are super important as it relates to your citizenship. I'll say it like that. So I haven't been focused on relationship stuff at all, but in the back of my mind, I got a couple things there, you know? It's too much to type. Okay, type this. Answer this question. Who is it? Man, woman, boyfriend, girlfriend, ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, person of interest, somebody I love, name of the person, whatever. Thanks. I feel like I look rough right now. Thanks. Juan Santiago. Chile? You in Chile? Chile. Chile. Arriba. I know. I'm just mixing up different cultures and shit. Speaking it out loud like that doesn't go together, ma'am. Arriba. Does not go with Chile. I don't care. Hey, I don't know the difference. Ex-boyfriend, friends, family. Okay. What's the most important thing right now? Like, what's the thing at the top of your mind right now? What's the thing that's ailing you right now? Like, the one thing that's like, today you woke up and that was the thing that was on your mind and heart. That was on your heart, rather, not your mind, on your heart. Was it the ex-boyfriend? Was it the friend? Was it the family? Let's break it down piece by piece. I'm talking seriously. Family, okay. No. So, family, okay. And what is it about family? Is it like family being far? Family being treating you wrong, like abusing you? Family being unappreciative? Family being too protective? Because that's a thing. It's a thing. It is. That family being not my baby, and then be blocking all of your blessings. Like, Mom, I loved him. I actually love that one. Not my baby, okay? A dad with an addiction, okay. All right, now we're getting somewhere. All right. Do you care to go further? How about this? Before we even tap into your dad with the addiction, let's just stop there for the moment. How do you feel about that right there? It's traumatic to me so much, but I gotta let it go. Okay, never mind. You answered it before I even got to it. Do you really have to let it go, though? Right? Now, this is what I mean by this, and I don't mean that if it's necessary for you to let it go because it's just not nothing you can do about it. You've done all you can do. Da da da. I get that. But sometimes things are ailing us because there is something that we can do, right? And we just simply don't do because we either fall into this I can't do it. Excuse me. I can't do it mindset, vibe, and feelings. Or we just say fuck it. You know what I mean? Like sometimes we literally be like, fuck it then. I guess it wasn't meant. Um, and sometimes we do that prematurely. The only thing that I'm trying to get you to do is just, this is about organizing your thoughts, organizing your feelings. This is about organizing things for yourself so that when you come to the time for decision, you're very clear on how you feel, right? Like, so you have these different compartments, and these different compartments all going to go on how do I feel about this? How do I feel about that? How do I feel about this? How do I feel about that? And then you put all of those things together, and it gives you it should give you like a complete, well-rounded decision. You know what I mean? It should give you a well-rounded decision for real. And I know that this is one of those situations that, like when it comes to family, friends, love, relationships, stuff like that, there are going to be a lot more allowances that we offer than we normally would given different circumstances, right? And actually, that's not the worst thing in the world, because we have to remember that compassion is the reason why we continue to love and care for our loved ones and our family. But us loving them through their difficult times can often help them too. Sometimes it'd be like, you don't even be knowing it. And then one day, 30 years later, they'd be like, you know what? That one time that you really pushed me to, get up there and do this, that really made me feel good, or that really changed my life. And I think about that all the time, right? Sometimes we can impact the people that we love, or we can impact the people in our lives with how, not sometimes, oftentimes we can impact them by how we feel, how we behave, and how we respond to them. And that's good or bad. Like sometimes it's like, oh, I had to cut you off, bitch. So I cut you off, and that impacted you so much, it caused you to change because you knew that you didn't want to. You didn't like the fact that I cut you off. You didn't like the fact that we lost touch with each other. You wanted us to be with each other, but because I cut you off, that like catapulted you to make a change. And vice versa. Sometimes the love that I give to you, it shows you something different, or it shows you that it's okay to make mistakes, but it's not okay to lay down in that motherfucker, right? Like it's all right to make mistakes. It's all right to fuck some shit up sometimes. But if you lay there and sleep in it for years and years and years, that's where we got a problem. It's not that you made the initial mistake. It's that you still keep doing it, and you over there reveling in the motherfucker. You rolling around in that bitch like a goddamn mud fight. What the hell are y'all doing? Get the fuck out the mud, right? Sometimes people don't realize that, the mistakes that we make, we often learn from them. Not often, every mistake we make, we learn from. And if you're not learning from your mistakes, it's because you're not trying to learn, and you're ignoring the lessons. Making mistakes do not always result in unbearable outcomes. Okay. Sometimes compassion leads other people to change, but sometimes the lack thereof leads people to change. We don't, that's the funny thing about life is we don't know what's going to impact someone else. We don't know how they're going to respond to that thing. We don't know how they're going to take it. We don't know how it's going to help them move forward, but you know, we do what we can. I'm not trying to tell you any specific advice. Honestly, I'm just talking through this stuff, you know. How do you decide to feel, you know? Oftentimes, I try to, me personally, I try to give compassion for until I can't no more. Once I'm done, I'm done though. Like, fuck out of here. You know what I mean? But it's more of a thing where I don't immediately get to done. Like I don't go from 0 to done. You know what I mean? Like I oftentimes give opportunities for you to make corrections, for you to be better, for you to see your errors. But sometimes people don't see it like that. They don't see that. I look bald headed right here, don't I? Like, what if this is my whole thing? Like, and I was bald head. Don't I look funny? I look like a conehead. I'm not a conehead, okay? But I did look like one for a second. Bro, that was crazy. Let me see if I can do it again. I'm sorry. What's your compassion look like? I think it just depends on the situation and the person, you know? Like, if I'm being real with you though, like there's been some situation like me and my mom, bro. Like me and my mom talked about this today. She was like, we tend to just separate. Like it's just like fuck this shit, right? Like, and it's true. I think like with my mom, well, I don't know. I think I have a tendency to like gravitate towards her, but then sometimes she might be like, nope. And then I'd be like, well, fine. And then I go as far away as possible. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck is wrong here? That is not the response that we needed. But I think compassion is based upon the situation, circumstance, and the person. So for instance, like I dealt okay, so like and this is probably gonna be a difficult example. I probably shouldn't use this example. So let's use another one because that's not gonna be good. Let's not stir up a pot that don't need to be stirred up. Let me see here. Compassion. You know, understanding is a form of compassion for me. Another form of compassion is allowing people to the room. This is the thing. Like sometimes people think that me allowing you the room to make mistakes is me allowing you to hang yourself. No, it's not always like that. It's more sometimes like I'm giving you enough compassion to understand what you're going through and to allow you the opportunity to go through your own journey and process of learning and knowing and recognizing that specific thing, event, or situation as the mistake that it is so that you can correct and all that, right? So understanding and allowing people the room and the space to grow. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good representation of like one of the forms of compassion that I offer to people. It's allowing you the space to grow. Knowing that sometimes the things that you're doing, you might not even see. Like you on some bullshit right now. I can see this shit a mile away. I saw it back then that you was on some bullshit right now. And the direction that you're going in is gonna lead you down some most bullshit path. But go ahead. Because sometimes people have to go through the path themselves to learn. And I know that because that's how I am, right? Like I got to go through the experience sometimes. Now, there are some things where I can hear about it and be like, yeah, I don't need to go through that. Like, thank you for the lesson, right? All I needed to do was hear that shit, right? Cautionary tales and stuff. But there are some things that cautionary tales are not. I still got to just go through that experience in order to truly get that understanding, you know, from my own perspective, from my own knowledge, from my own awareness, from my own understanding. I walk right into it. So a part of me giving compassion is giving that understanding that, you know, allowing people the time and the space to grow into what they need to grow into without judgment, without scrutiny, and without condemnment, which is important, right? That is compassion to me. That's a part of compassion. Absolutely. So you said mistakes this, mistake that. God don't make mistakes. Hey, listen. Yeah. Okay, maybe then let's not call it mistakes. Let's call it I was about to say bad decisions. What else we got? Alternate experiences. It didn't what? Lacking alignment. Okay. It didn't work out. All right. I don't know. So you said the share a story. That's not compassion. Okay. Well, I mean, listen, you asked me what, let me go back specifically. You said, what's your compassion look like? That's what you said to me. What's your compassion look like? And I just told you what my compassion looks like, a part of my compassion, because that's only one portion of it, right? That's one part of my compassion. One part of how I offer compassion to others is giving them understanding and the room to grow and the space to experience life without being condemned or judged about the choices and decisions and the things that they're doing and you know, how they're navigating in life. And to me, that is compassionate because I think a lot of people don't recognize like how impactful judgment and condemnment really is. Some people go and kill themselves because of judgment and because of condemnment. So, yeah. All right, I see you on some bullshit. So since you on some bullshit, you can talk to yourself, motherfucker. Anyway, so moving forward, you know, at the end of the day, I feel like it's been a good conversation. We started off with someone saying that they have, you know, a boyfriend who's letting a family meddle and get too much in the shit. And hey, be careful with that, you know, be careful with that because if you're building a relationship and a bond with somebody specifically, you have to grow that bond with them. And sometimes your family get in the way of that just because they love you so much that they start to try to overprotect you, you know, from something that they don't need to overprotect you from. So that's the importance of just really allowing yourself to grow in a connection and in a relationship and allowing that bond to strengthen without the overprotection or interference of family. Okay. Which part? What's your version of compassion? What is compassion to you then? Why don't you define it for yourself? That's simple enough. To be continued. Who am I declaring war against? Sheesh. That we will discuss on another episode because presently I am preparing the strategy and the plan of attack. So I decided earlier in the video that I wasn't going to go too far into that discussion because of this reason. Because I am working on a strategy and plan of attack. And an element of surprise is always fun, even though if you're paying attention, you know, you can put one and you can put two and two together, you know. Compassion is being there through tough times. Well, I mean, I would call that being there through tough times. I wouldn't particularly call that compassion. I would call that presence. Another thing that's important to recognize is that sometimes people don't allow you to be there during tough times. I know this because I do this. You know, oftentimes during my tough times, I need to figure my shit out. So I'm gonna need a break from everybody, right? But sometimes the people that love you are like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I just need to make sure that you good. We can work through this. We can all brainstorm an idea. You know, we can come together and brainstorm some shit. You know, we can come together and brainstorm some shit. You know what I mean? So sometimes the people that love you, it's not about they don't care about none of that. They want to make sure that whatever you're going through, that you get through it, and that, you know, you come out on the other end okay and healthy and happy. And so it's like, we can figure this out together. Like, what you need, we need a mastermind session. You know, we sit down and figure some shit out. We work some things out together. You know, I feel like I'm more like that. You know, like, let's figure this shit out. You know, even with others though, like with my own shit, I don't. It's so funny because it's like with other people, like, I want to be present for you. I want to help you. I want to offer whatever solutions I can offer. But with my own shit, I'd be like, let me just sit back. Let me fall back real quick. I'm going to talk to y'all about 2 months. Let me get my shit together, right? Like for me, I like withdraw and I like try to figure my own shit out and try to work my stuff out. But, you know, the people that love you and care about you is like, excuse me, you know, excuse me. And I get it because I'm like that too. You know, when you love and you care about somebody, you want to be there for them. And even when they're going through a tough time, you're like, hey, listen, even if I can't send you $1, I can send you an idea, bitch. You know what I mean? An idea can be worth millions of dollars. So, you know, but I understand it. I'm like that. I really am like, I want to be there for you. Like, I want to help you through this shit. But also when it comes to me and my own personal stuff, I back up and I withdraw and I try to figure it out on my own. So I don't know how we gonna work through that shit, cause child, my grandma and my daddy was like, yeah, well, you need to you need to answer that motherfucking phone, goddamn it. I know my dad gonna get on my head next time I get on the phone with him for multiple reasons, but specifically that, you know. And it's not even a thing where I'm trying to like be hurtful or nothing like that. It's more just I need the time to think, really. You know. I just need to think. I need to think. And that's it. Yeah, I ain't giving no more stories because you just sat here and told me I'm lying and I'm not right and all this other stuff. You think I'm making shit up. So you make your own shit up then, motherfucker. I don't need antidepressants. I'm not depressed. The fuck is you talking about? Yeah, I'm not depressed at all. Antidepressants? The fuck? Why would I do that when antidepressants are known to actually cause more depression? What the fuck? Listen, if I need an antidepressant, it's gardening. I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna start planting stuff because that's the best antidepressants. Next up would be changing my diet and actually eating fruits and vegetables, which actually I just had not too long ago. I just had blueberries, like literally in this live. I had blueberries. I'm not depressed. So the fuck are you talking about? I think y'all just be saying. Sometimes I think y'all just want to make somebody mad or something. Like, it's like, let me see how I can make this bitch mad. I feel like that's what y'all be doing sometimes. Like, just for what? For what though? Like, what is the point? What's the point? Okay. So anyway. So where did we talk about? We talked about that. anything else? I think we're good. Honestly, out to the universe, I call the guidance needed for this war and for this battle. Let every battle be paved, be a pathway to my success and to my ultimate win of this war. Lead and guide me. Protect me. Show me the way. And make the enemies bow down. Ashe, it's done. Thank you. All right, look. Shut up. It's not no antidepressants. And the blue eyes happened not even accidentally. It happened just, it was not even haphazard. It wasn't accidentally. It was more of a forced thing. Anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to my channel. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notifications every time I upload a new video, and smash the like button. My name is AquaStarGoddess, and sometimes we talk about life, love. We talk about law of attraction, law of assumption, everything that we talk about, though, in one way or another, we want to relate it to what is spiritual or how it relates to our spirituality. And when I say spirituality, I'm not talking religion. I am talking about just open spirit and religion. Hey, Crisco, how you doing? I know, I'm about to get off because I'm about to go to sleep. Sure am. I'm about to get up, turn that light off, and go to sleep. So anyway, we had a couple conversations in this video that are like, I feel necessary. Well, how could you miss me when I'm right here? Ah, gotcha. Did I get you? I got you. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I got you. Anyway. Anyway, so look, we were talking about all kind of stuff on here on this video, and I feel like all of this kind of necessary because at the end of the day, I have been realizing and uncovering that, the evil has been working. The demons have been out, okay? Look, the demons have been coming out, and they have been rampant, running rampant, and just doing all this little stuff, ruining the structure of love and relationships and connections. And people are just so eager to undermine what could be considered divine love, true love, love and connection, spiritual connections. I just feel like people have been on a pathway, and their whole attempt is to undermine, the concept of divine love, the concept of true love, the concept of, all of those things I just said, divine and true love. And for a little bit, I was a little caught in the web, and I realized, what the fuck? So I had to, back up out of that for a second, Is love even real, or is it just our hormones? That's a great question, honestly. I'm not going to lie to you. And I think that the answer lies in yes and no. It lies in a both of yes and a both of no, right? Because it's more of a duality state or a duality situation, because here's why. because even though the hormones get to working, right? When the hormones get to working and then the chemical and the chemistry is mixed up, it turns out feeling like love. So however it feels when it comes out on the other end is how we respond, right? Because the thing is, yeah, it may be a bunch of hormones and it must be a bunch of chemicals mixing up, right? But when I get to feeling love, is love, bitch. So I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Right? Like, I don't give a fuck if a scientist sit in my face right now today and be like, it's not love, it's hormones. Bitch, I feel love. So do with that what you will. Good night. Hey, science girly. Hey, listen, I vibe with that. Like, seriously, I love that. Cause like we can sit there and talk about different theories and concepts and hypothesize, the potential outcomes of, the results of, this thought and, those two things we mix together. I love science, honestly. I think science is one of the best things in the world. I think science is awesome. And honestly, to me, science and magic, they mirror. They literally are brothers and sisters. Science and magic. So yeah, science girly nerds. We the nerds, okay? Yes, girl. But I think it's fun. I really do. I enjoy that process of kind of like discovering things and understanding, uncovering results and seeing what happens. So I agree with you there. I agree with you. Nerds, girl. Yes. Except now I wear blue contacts instead of glasses, girl. Yes, because glass kept breaking. What the hell? Like the glasses, they always shifting. Like my glasses almost always ended up lopsided. So I was like, this is not for me. Okay, obviously that obviously y'all don't want me to be great with glasses. Okay. So I'm just let it go. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you can get notifications each and every time I upload a new video. Please share with me what you would love to talk about. We can talk about any of these things in a spiritual capacity, scientific capacity, or just day-to-day mundane capacity as well. It's fine. I'm open to multiple conversations because I know that, life is complex. We are complex beings and we are always on a daily basis on a rolling scale going through various different experiences, and we need to work them all out. So hey, don't leave me hanging. Don't try to help me with the spiritual, but leave me hanging on the mental and emotional. Okay. Don't have me hanging. Okay. So we're going to figure this all out. So thank you guys once again for tuning in. I will see you on the next one. Don't forget to rate my videos, smash the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell because you want to get notifications when I go live next time. And I'll see you guys. Bye.